This was probably the match that made my name. There wasn't too much on the table to attack, so I just rolled the cue ball up to the edge of the pocket. The weight was perfect. It stopped right there. The Crucible crowd went wild. Honestly, facing a world-class player like Bingham, I had to play absolutely perfect safety. I couldn't give him anything. I guess you could say I was the dark horse of that World Championship. When we got to the decider at double match point, the pressure was intense. Bingham was up 12-9 and had match point. I was 3 frames down, but I never thought about giving up. I just kept fighting back frame by frame, and somehow I leveled it up. This frame, I got to the table and made a break of 55. Bingham played a thin contact on the red, but didn't leave anything. I immediately knew what to do defensively. I let the cue ball kiss the red and roll up to the top of the table, came off the cushion, and ended up safe behind the green. Textbook snooker. After a few snookers in a row, you could see Bingham was getting frustrated. That early momentum was gone. He escaped pretty well, came off one cushion and hit it clean. Anyone who can go 24 frames with me has got serious game, no doubt about it. I tried to use the black to lay another snooker, but I misjudged the angle and the cue ball ran into it. Fortunately, the balls ended up safe and didn't leave an opening. This shot, I managed to keep the cue ball down at the bottom of the table. Didn't give him any chance to get in. The score was really tight at this point. It all came down to who could play better safety. Bingham seized the moment and laid a really good snooker with the yellow. When he went back to his chair, you could see the satisfaction written all over his face. Instead of going for the red on the right, I chose the harder but safer option, the red tied to the cushion. I didn't hit it, but I also didn't leave him a shot. Bingham looked it over and asked the referee to replace the balls. At this stage, even if you get a foul trying to escape, it doesn't matter. The key is not leaving anything on. With the balls reset from the previous shot, I escaped successfully this time. Both balls ended up safe again. But Bingham wasn't satisfied with just picking up 4 points. He kept pressing after hitting the red. The cue ball naturally ended up tight on the black. He laid a double lock snooker. That shot really showed his control. The pressure was back on me. Both top pockets were wide open. One mistake here and I'd probably leave something. My first attempt was off angle. I missed the red, luckily. The cue ball ended up tight on the blue, completely limiting the shot options. Bingham picked up another 4 points, but there was nothing he could do except make me keep playing. After adjusting, I hit the escape hard. The idea was to hit the red and then control the cue ball down to the bottom cushion, giving him nothing. At this point, the two reds were far apart. Bingham's game plan was basically over. This shot, I managed to bunch the two reds together and left the cue ball safe below the pink. Another really tricky snooker for Bingham. I sat in my chair watching the table. The two reds were sitting one high, one low near the left pocket. One mistake here and I probably leave a shot. Bingham tried to come off two cushions to hook the red, but unfortunately the cue ball hit the yellow instead. Not only did he get a 4-point foul, but he handed me a gift of a scoring chance. He actually slammed the table in frustration. That mistake cost him any control he had left in the frame when he was already behind. The last red went in. I was one shot away from going ahead, but the yellow was locked up by the black. To turn this around, I had to free up the yellow. I messed up the position. After potting the brown, the cue ball ran into the blue, and now there was no shot on the yellow. But safety is my strong suit. I played a thin contact on the yellow while leaving the cue ball tied to the left of the black. Another awkward snooker for Bingham. Now I was up by 3 points. Bingham had his back against the wall. If he didn't escape this one, the gap would widen to 7 points. Bingham's touch is really impressive. The cue ball went around two cushions and made delicate contact with the yellow, without leaving any scoring opportunity. I wanted to keep controlling the cue ball and get it safe on the black, but I hit it too hard and it bounced away. Still, I was ahead in points, so I didn't need to worry about leaving anything. Bingham was trying to lay a snooker with the yellow, but the yellow unexpectedly went in the pocket. That was it. I won the match.